what they're doing and that they're doing it correctly. For instance, I don't speak French, but I harass my children when I see a cross or an X on their French homework. Those who have worked with me know that I seek to understand everything. Now you know where it all came from. And yes, my colleagues, and most of my cabinet colleagues sitting here, and my boss, Your Excellency, Mr. President, and your deputy, you too have stories. And if we suffered a few years ago, is anything to go by, you owe Kenyans books. I know that right now you are very busy, but when you get the time, please pen down your memos. Switching gears now, let me tell you that this is a book about politics, about power, about leadership, and about public policy. I write about how I got started in politics. I have worked very closely with all the key leaders in Kenya, the late President Mwai Kibaki, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, former President Uhuru Kenyatta, and now with the current president, my boss and friend, Dr. William RUTO. I speak about the courage and loyalty in friendship as exemplified by my boss here. We have suffered together. We have thrived together. Mr. President is now leading us to transform this country. We have a lot of work to do, and I hope this book will alter those who are keen to sabotage our agenda or derail our progress, that we are all working for the people of Kenya. If we win, Kenya wins. There's also a chapter about legislative leadership. My colleagues from the parliamentary leadership sitting here, former Speaker J.B. Muturi, and our current Attorney General, the current Speaker Moses Wetangula, Papa wa Roma, my cabinet colleagues, and former majority leaders in the Senate, Kithure Kindiki, who also became at one time our deputy speaker, and Kipchumba Murkomen, the current CS for transport. They all know how hard it was to set up a bicameral parliament, the tension between the two houses, and how we got to balance. I also tell the story of devolution as a chapter, and the tension between the Council of Governors and everyone else, including the executive and the two houses of parliament. My friend Isaac Ruto, Mr. Speaker, was to be here today. I invited him. He's on his way coming, because he's very central in this book. He was part and a parcel of the struggle. He helped us pin together the URP Constitution. Many nights we sat with him at the family Bibilica along State House Road. And of course, the famous ile pesa bado inalete shida hata hapa ukimuuliza Mheshimiwa Rigiji. Still, the Senate, the National Assembly, and the county governors are still grappling with the same issue of ile pesa. But we are working on it, baking a bigger cake to make sure that we have enough for the counties, and the counties make enough to sustain themselves. It's not easy, but we are on course. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure many people do not know what we had to go through to pass laws. My opposition colleagues, the Honorable John Bandi, the Honorable OPOYO WANDAI, were to be with me here today, but because of the political inhygiene in our country, they asked me to pass their message, and that they cannot be here, and they have sent their apologies. But they know the secrets, and I have shared those in the book so that future leaders know how to apply the game to win for the people of Kenya. Sometimes we have to push through necessary laws to make sure we kept our country safe, to make our economy friendly for domestic and foreign investment, and to make sure Kenya got the best deal. The record speaks for itself. Whenever